Hello there, my beautiful Gemini signs. This is Rachel with Dark Knight Coaching. Today's video is all about you, Gemini. There's a lot of cool energy here. There's a lot of shifting energy happening collectively. A lot of my readings, I've been getting the Ten of Swords in almost every single reading so far. I've done Aries and Taurus and now you, Gemini, and I do feel like there's a lot that we are all letting go of collectively. So I hope something in this message resonates for you, but there's definitely a lot of shifting happening because you are vibrating higher. You're moving out of old mindsets into new things, and you're really not caring what anyone else thinks, because the song that I was guided to listen to today was I Don't F With You by Big Sean. So you might want to give that a listen. It's kind of just random, but I feel like it really taps into the energy of you're not really caring what other people have to say, and anyone who's done you dirty, they're going to get their karma in one way or another. Now, whether that's you bringing that to light or that's them bringing it to light is totally dependent on where your heart was in a situation. And I don't know how else to phrase it. It's a judgment day thing. So if you've been putting out bad karma and bad juju, you're going to get that back tenfold. And wow, there's definitely a lot of endings happening here. So betrayals, deceit, lies, manipulation, those types of behaviors are not serving anyone. And when those things happen, it creates these tower moments in life where we have to shift out of old stuff into new stuff. Now, the number 35 might be significant. That might be an age or something to make note of. Number 35. There's also number 29. And that's about it for the numbers, I think. But lots of positive things to come. And then my cat is at the door, so if you hear that scratching sound, that's my cat. So cats might be a significant message for you. You might be seeing cats, maybe a black cat even. But yeah, Gemini, let's dive into your energy here. Immediately right off the bat, when I pull tarot for you, I pull a traditional Celtic cross spread, and that's usually about 10 cards. And the initial energy I have is 3 of Pentacles. This can be about third-party situations, especially given the nature of the song and the lyrics in the music that I mentioned. But for some of you, this is about collaboration and community and teamwork. For a lot of you, I feel like it's about third party and somebody trying to pull one over on you, or maybe you were a part of a third party and you're moving out of that. Because the challenge here is the Judgment card. This is crossing you in the Celtic cross. This is about what's your lesson in this right now, and it is your Judgment day. This is your heart lighter than a feather? Did you have good, pure, honest, kind intentions, or were you doing something sneaky because of your emotional capacity at the time? Now, the foundation of all of this is two of Wands, which is a portal energy. It's a plan or a path that you've chosen, and it was you had to make a choice. You are you going to go right or are you going to go left? And that was totally up to you. But also in the recent past, you had 4 of Wands, which is engagement or celebration, or it can be a card of commitment. So you committed to, I feel whatever it is you were planning on. But in your current energy here, Gemini, it's not a good vibe. You have the 10 of Swords. This is stick a fork in you, you're done. This has to do with a mindset thing, a mental state. Again, this is tied to those betrayals and manipulations and those sorts of things. This is kind of negative energy, but it's also an energy of completion and closing out a cycle, which is confirmed here by some of the oracle cards that I pulled, which I'll get into those after the tarot. But in the near future, you have the 2 of Cups. This is a coupling or a reunion of some sort. Whether that's good or bad is totally up to you. But in your subconscious energy, you have the Queen of Swords. This is usually a cold, kind of calculating queen, but she can be generous when she needs to be, but she just has very good discernment and very good boundaries that are healthy. So this is a positive, almost a positive outcome from the experiences that you've gone through. I feel it's maybe made you a little bit tougher when it comes to discerning who you're going to spend time with and give your energy to, but I do feel like it's much needed and much divinely guided. Now, the foundation of all of this and what's in your control here is the King of Pentacles. This has to do with like putting your foot down when it comes to finances, or establishing healthy, tangible things for your lifestyle and those sorts of things. Now, your hopes, how people see you here is the Ten of Cups. This is they see you kind of like living the dream, maybe emotionally, or they feel like you've really got it together, you got it going on. And that can be sometimes an illusion that we put out, especially on social media platforms. People like to put only the good stuff. They don't put any of the bad stuff. So like people see you a certain way, and whether that's true to you or not is totally, their perception and your perception. But in your hopes and fears here, you have the Devil card. This is giving into temptation or addictive behaviors, love, rock and roll, those sorts of things. It can be tempting, but I do feel like you're choosing to be in a healing and reflective mode. And when we're self-aware and we're taking accountability, we're shifting ourselves into a positive direction. Now, the potential outcome here is the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of generosity, generous spirit, but it's also a card of karma. So if you've been putting out some not so good karma, then you're going to get that back. If you've been putting out good karma, you're also going to get that back. So keep that in mind, because that's just how the universe works. And ironically, you have the Universe card. So that's what I had for the tarot, Gemini. If you're interested in oracle cards, then stick around for the rest of the reading, because I'm going to dive into those right now. And this is kind of a very short and sweet reading, so that's a good thing. But make sure you smash that like button, because it helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. So the universe says always be in harmony with the universe, and I deserve success. And then you also have breathe, which is the number 29. And then something about Aquarius time frame might be significant. Something happened in Aquarius time frame, or something is going to finalize or complete in Aquarius time frame, which is coming up here in just a few months. So show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. You also have purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. And completion. This is about ending that cycle that I was talking about. And this is also about, like, sometimes we go through completion when we're grieving. It can be about a loss that took place for you. It doesn't have to be like somebody actually died, but it could very well be. So my condolences there, because that is a rough thing to go through. But I feel like it's also like you're mourning maybe the person you were in order to survive. And I do feel like that's shifting now, because you've been on some sort of pilgrimage, or if you haven't been on a pilgrimage yet, you're about to go on this journey. And usually in the modern day, when we go on a pilgrimage, it's like we do something for ourselves as a test of our will and our dedication, really, and our commitment to ourselves. So it's like maybe you need to go on a spiritual retreat, maybe you need to go on a yoga retreat, a silent meditation, just something like that. Or, maybe go on a long road trip by yourself. That could be your pilgrimage. And it's just a testament of your will and a testament of your commitment to yourself and this trajectory of betterment that you're searching for. Because everything we have can be found within, but sometimes we have to go on these like pilgrimage to realize that, like, whatever we were searching for out wherever we went, we actually didn't really need it, because we found it within. And that sometimes it's like the push that the universe guides you in that direction. So you feel like you're looking for something, and then you realize at the end of the day, like, it was there all along. I just needed to figure out how to tap in. Now, the third eye card I have for you is practice. It says, think about your priorities at work, and can your intuition help you here? What requires your attention? And if a deadline isn't pressing, go with your hunch and see what happens. Now, you also have number 35, advancing, from the I Ching deck. It says, Prince Kong used a gift of horses to breed a multitude. In the course of the day, he mated them 3 times. Like Prince Kong, brother of King Wu, who was rewarded for his loyalty with horses, you've been given gifts that you must make the most of. Strength, inspiration, and popularity enable you to travel further and faster. Manifest your blessings by acting accordingly to seize the opportunity to advance and prosper. And what gifts and opportunities have you been given, and how can you make the most of them? Now, that's just using the tools in your tool shed to alchemize everything that you've been given here. And it's not always easy, and it's not always very clear. And sometimes when we go on this like pilgrimage journey, we can figure out what our purpose is and why we're here and those sorts of things. So I do feel like at this time you're trying to find your sense of purpose, your sense of self, like what's the point in all this? And that's what you're shifting out of and into, like the not knowing into the understanding. And that's maybe also part of grieving, like the past version of you, or like the ego version of you that was tied to living life a certain way, having a certain job or a certain lifestyle. And sometimes, tower moments come in and shift those things. And collectively, we've all been going through a lot of tower moments because it's basically a much needed dark night of the soul, or an ego death, if you will. And those things happen so that way we can truly see what's important to us, and truly see that what we leave is not really a legacy of stuff, but it's a legacy of love. And that's the only thing that's really everlasting. And you can usually only leave something that's going to make a mark when you're tapped in and into that creative flow and that co-creation energy. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully this video helped. Again, if it did, please smash the like button. It helps my channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session, please feel free to reach out on my website. You can book that there. Or if you want a personalized tarot reading where I dive into your energy and I go a layer deeper, you can do that on the website as well. But thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.